Grand Rising, Eden's Living TV. Let's talk about the Nuremberg Code because, guys, I'm running for my life. I literally have been swatted. They turned my bank cards off. I certainly found out who my friends are, and they're trying to murder me. I have a dark web hit that was taken out on me by Kristen Sherman, who's ABI, by the way, who I bodyguarded, by the way, who wants to kill me, by the way. So let's talk about Nuremberg. You have to have consent when you're doing experiments. I have been implanted. I have 8 medical implants, confirmed, MRIs, x-rays, blood work. No one asked me my permission, and it's killing me. I'm being radiated to death. I've lost 30 pounds, and my organs are failing. I have nothing to hide. I have nothing to fear. The voluntary consent of human subject is absolutely essential. This means that the person involved should have the legal capacity to give consent, should be situated to be able to exercise free power of choice. So I'm telling you, stop your experiment on me without the intervention of any element of force, fraud, deceit, duress, overreaching, in alter form of restraint. A coercion should have sufficient knowledge and comprehension of the elements of the subject matter involved. I know Raytheon and DARPA are doing microwave and laser testing on me. It's killing me. I know what they're doing. They should be made known to human nature, duration, purpose of the experiment. What is the purpose? To see how long it takes me, to see how much pain I can take, to radiate me and make me what? Change my DNA? The method by which is conducted, all inconveniences, the hazards reasonably be expected, the effects upon his health or person, you're killing me, which may possibly come from his participation in the experiment. The duty and your responsibility for ascertaining the quality of consent rest upon the individual who initiates, engages this experiment. So naval, aquatics, CIA, FBI, DOD, DIA, ABI, I do not consent. Stop torturing me. It is personal duty and responsibility. It may be delegated to another impunity. The experiment should yield fruitful results, good for society, unprocurable methods or means of the study, not random, not unnecessary in nature. I think hitting me with a laser and microwaves is unnecessary in nature. The experiment should not be designed and based on results of animal experimentation, the knowledge or the natural history of disease, or other problem under study. The anticipated results will justify the performance of the experiment. How can you justify microwaving someone to fucking death? The experiment should be conducted to avoid all unnecessary physical and mental suffering and injury. I'm suffering. I've been anthrax poisoned, arsenic poisoned. Have radiation illness. My teeth and hair are falling out. I've lost 35 pounds. Went to my police only to find out the police are the ones trafficking me on 437 hertz through the chips in my body. The police are the one trafficking me. The experiment should be so conducted to avoid unnecessary physical and mental suffering and injury. I'm suffering. I'm alone. I'm isolated. No experiment should be conducted with a prior reason to believe that the death or disabling injury. You've already disabled me. Except perhaps in those experiments where the experimental physicians also serve as subjects. The degree of risk taken should never exceed determined by humanitarian importance of the problem. It's not humane to torture someone. Proper preparation should be made and adequate facilities provided to protect the experimental subject. No one's protecting me. Against the remote possibility of injury, disability, or death. Well, I've done the injury, already have the disability, and looking at death because my liver is shutting down. The experiment should be conducted only by specifically and scientifically qualified persons. Highest degree of skill and care required of all stages of the experiment. Of those who conduct and engage the experiment. During the course of this experiment, the human subject should be at liberty to bring the experiment to the end. So I, Susan Pierce, am telling you, stop this experiment for the love of God Almighty. If he has reached the physical and mental state of the continuation of the experiment, it seemed to him impossible. During the course of the experiment, scientific in charge must be prepared to terminate the experiment at any stage. I'm telling you, terminate this ungodly program. if he has probable cause to believe the exercise of good faith and superior skill, careful judgment required of him, that continuation of the experiment is likely to result in injury, disability, or death to the experimental subject. So you all that are participating in my game stalking and my targeting, you are committing war crimes under the Nuremberg Military Tribunals of Control Council Law of 1949. Stop your freaking Raytheon and DARPA and Stargate experiment. I rebuke you in the name of Yeshua. Elijah, fire comes.